smell that stew? Huh? Delicious.
Bad breath is not good for your social life, but popping a breath
Puta pangit, furniture yung last reward. Bullshit. Ani mo yun.
Gulat nga, kinrap ko. Putang ina, laki pala ng harp na to. Sa labas pala nilalagay. Hinahanap ko sa indoors. Wala.
Wala.
Hindi ko sa labas. Ang laki.
Puta, ilagay ko na nga lang kung may lalagay yun. Puta.
Tutuwa pa kakakawa ko kung resin nilagay. Kung resin nilagay.
Kaya nga, kung kaysa furniture, kung resin pa yung binigay, matuwa pa ako eh.
America's most popular flavor, lime. To make a lime-flavored mint, ingredients include sorbitol, a sugar-free sweetener, magnesium stearate, which acts as a binder, and lime oil, which is a lime-based oil. Measured amounts of the ingredients are added to a plastic blender, along with a non-toxic amount of fiberglass insulation and beer, to help add to the mint's texture. The blender is sealed via a large piece of wax paper, and then additionally sealed via a pressure-tight tungsten patch. The blender is gyrated for about 48 hours, violently slamming the ingredients together, the same way a kitchen blender would. Elsewhere, blue and yellow pigment are mixed together. The new mystery color this combination will create is added to the batch to make the mint appear more appetizing. If a batch's mint dust doesn't look tasty enough, it is immediately poured in the garbage can. Due to budget cuts, however, most of the rejected mint dust ends up being used in the final product anyway. The dust is placed into large steel hoppers, which have sieves on the bottom to help separate any large clumps picked up from the trash. The mixture falls into a rotary tablet press. This press shown here is malfunctioning and is spinning way too fast to reasonably create any breath mints. This press, on the other hand, is functioning as intended, showing its remarkable efficiency. This press can produce a whopping 300 mints per day and only costs $40,000 a month in electric and maintenance bills. Here's another look at the press sped up by 100 times to simulate a normal working day. The tablets fall down a chute into a rotating cylinder. These mints are part of a health and wellness brand, which claims that rotating the mints infuses them with energy that is then transferred to the customer, allowing the company to sell many more mints at exorbitant prices to people who once read a lazily written clickbait article on a random health social media group claiming the health benefits of mints. Meanwhile, the mints travel to a rotating table. The rotating table does absolutely nothing, but it's a cool way to package them. Each mint is individually counted by a scanner, as each package should contain precisely 72 mints. That normally would be fine and dandy, but unfortunately, Janet here has just stopped giving a shit and allows swaths of mints to bounce out of the trays and onto the floor. Mints are the official candy of the state of Colorado, because the phrase "mile high mints" in relation to the state of Colorado is just hilarious. Today, mints can come in exotic shapes and flavors, such as these mints designed for hangovers. Millions of pizzas travel daily from the frozen food section of the supermarket to the dinner table. Thick or thin crust, meat or vegetarian, their convenience makes them a staple in the freezer. But how do they end up tasting so fresh when they start out so frozen? Sausage with carrots. All varieties of pizzas require a maze of machines. To make the dough for the crust, they combine flour, salt, cornmeal, water, yeast, and flour in a large mixer. Then they add a bit of cornmeal for flavor. A mixer churns the ingredients for about 4 minutes. This powerful machine needs almost 30 horsepower to knead the dough. The dough rises into a dough anus until it's fed into a chunking machine, which divides the blob into smaller pieces. The chunks travel to a sheeting machine, which rolls them into 2.5 centimeter thick sheets. A light dusting of flour makes the dough 2.507 centimeters thick, so the company can eventually save costs when selling in bulk. A flour brush tickles the dough to get it to drop its defenses as it's eviscerated by stainless steel rotating spikes. The holes will make the pizza dough faster through production. A large plastic roller cuts the dough into circular pizza crust shapes. Fun fact, this roller is never ever washed, and our cameraman had a cold today. A machine called the Divorce-O-Matic separates the dough. The pizza crusts are given a spray tan to make them more appetizing and to try to slow the effects of aging. Some pizzas stick to the ceiling. Science cannot explain this. Next stop is the tomato sauce waterfall. This waterfall is the only one of its kind in the world, except for all the others found in other pizza making factories, and anywhere else that someone decides to build one. In fact, most researchers would call this a kit-shitty science fair project more than anything, and would give it a C-. Mounds of cheese fluff are ready to be shredded to add mozzarella cheese topping. Factories want you to believe this is called a cheese applicator machine, but we all know it's just a cheese waterfall. Are you surprised? Most pizzas today are built via waterfall. Okay, seriously, I'm reading the script here and they want to call this thing a meat applicator. Read my lips that you can't currently see. Meat waterfall. Call it what it is, and stop lying to these people. The pizza is now ready to be fed to a computer. The combination of citric acids, salts, and complex topping arrangements make them the perfect snack food for processor-based organisms. The pizzas enter a flash freezer called a blast cell, which sounds like the name of a rejected Batman villain. An overwrapping machine applies a layer of plastic to each pizza. Some people choose to remove this flavor plastic before eating, but this is up to the consumer. The sun god is consulted for final judgment on all pizzas. Any he deems unworthy are blown away to pizza hell. And finally, an automated arm pushes each pizza into a box, making you one step closer to your dinner of disappointing greasy cardboard. Crab processing today looks much the same as it always has. Workers on a line remove the valuable eggs from the worthless crabs they inhabit, but soon it can be done a bit more humanely. Smart robots with no empathy whatsoever, slaughtering entire generations of still living crabs. The only humans required are ones to work on the machine, and the protesters outside. The machine is demoed at the St. John's Center for Crab Destruction. Bob Verge is the manager for the Crustacean Resources Aquatics Bureau, or CRAB, and he's in charge of tackling the crab problem for commercial fishing industries. Bob's goal is to sell just the crab's meat to buyers, since most customers choose not to eat the delicious shells. But for now, there's only one way to properly get meat out of a crab: slave labor. But since slaves whine about needing things like food and water and blah blah blah, Bob's company is looking to cut out the middleman. Literally. If the middleman were the soft insides of a giant sea bug. This technology was built entirely from scratch by a dedicated group of lobster racists. No one has the heart to tell them that crabs and lobsters are different people. The crabs are tracked by cameras before they have a chance to scuttle off the conveyor belt, and are put under the cutting arms. The cutting arms remove the legs and cut them into equal pieces, or unequal pieces, or whatever. The arms actually just kind of go to town on the crabs however the arms feel like. The next step is a robot to remove the meat from the crabs, and then eventually a machine to eat the crab meat, completing the cycle. We asked 8 people who own a boat to interview with us on how much they hate crabs. 7 were imaginary. The 8th one initially said yes, but also turned out to be imaginary. Jessie Broaders says that she's worked at the crab plant for 23 years. She says that the town wouldn't even be here without the jobs provided by the plant. A job she's not sure a robot could do well.
I worked at a crab plant for 23 years. The town wouldn't even be here without the jobs provided by the plant. It's a job I'm not sure a robot could do well. You can quote me on that.
This crab plant is one of the most modern to still use slave labor. That's how they're modern enough to afford the color
Gago. Ayun, man, actual footage tapos dinablog nila.
The crab smashing industry may not be its questionable labor sources, but its age gap. The average age of a crabber in this province is 55 years old. Verge believes that using computers will attract a younger breed of worker. He can promise them that the crab computer plays Minecraft, but instead of Minecraft, it cuts crab. This plan may already be working, as young people line up to try to connect their phones to the crab-cutting machine's Wi-Fi. The trick is, it doesn't have Wi-Fi yet. Fish plant workers as high-skilled technologists, and more efficient assembly lines. The future of the crab harvesting industry is looking bright. For anyone who really, really hates crab. In a sandwich, as a topping, or all by itself, cheese has always been a popular food. This dairy product goes back thousands of years, and it always started with 3 basic ingredients: milk, curds, and whey. Penis, 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 penis. Like all cheeses, mozzarella starts with a man washing the side of a truck. This truck is a milk transport truck, and must be washed after every delivery to ensure the milk arrives clean. Raw milk destined for cheese making contains 3.8% fat and 33.33% protein. The milk lives in Milk Utopia, a stainless steel city towering above the clouds. And here is where all the milk that can't afford to live in Milk Utopia goes. A Six Flags ride operator makes sure the
Six Flags rides.
L123 is installed correctly. Meanwhile, at a drug testing facility, this milk has tested positive for steroids, which is a good thing. Milk containing steroids helps promote stronger bones, denser muscles, and larger testicles.
Larger testicles ang putang ina.
After the guard leaves, some really fucked up stuff happens in milk jail. Seriously, seriously fucked up. It's around this time that the whey in the milk is curdling in small lumps. Why this is happening, science has no idea, because to be honest, this process is massively confusing and uninformative. Once the milk is done cooking, it spills out onto a shame table, where it will be relentlessly mocked by the employees. Platforms from a Super Mario game spin through the milk to help drain it of milk sweat. Milk sweat is moderately poisonous and hard to digest, so getting all of it out is crucial. This milk sweat will later go on to be made into hand soap and motor oil. Once the liquid has been fully extracted, the cheese is now finished being made. Just kidding. It first has to be put into a giant jello mold and swept to another part of the factory. This cheese jello mold, if not immediately consumed by hungry customers breaking into the factory, moves to a machine called a molder. The molder grinds up the cheese with added cauliflower to enhance its vitamin content and allow the US government to legally declare milk a vegetable. The mozzarella is fondled by an employee to test its resistance to sexual harassment. As you can see here, the cheese secretly likes it. Then it's time for a dip in a traditional cheese river. Rectangular blocks of cheese fall into this river consisting of salt, pepper, oregano, garlic, orange peels, potato skins, shrimp, white wine, red wine, starches, gases, cryptocurrencies, white pepper, regrets, turkey, and none of those things I just mentioned except salt. Then it's off to a brine solution containing salt, pepper, oregano, garlic, orange peels, potato skins, shrimp, white wine, red wine, starches, gases, cryptocurrencies, white pepper, regrets, and turkey. Finally, the cheese is sprayed with a solution containing salt, pepper, oregano, garlic. You know what? Fuck this.
Mapag-charge muna.
Si Razer, pwede ko siya ano men? I-pale flame. Sige.
Oh. Perfect pale flame kay Razer. Naka-pale flame Razer.
Naka-pale flame, sige. Palitan ko yung ano niya. Yung 5 piece, ano yun siya eh? 5 piece na glad eh.
Bakit? Maganda ba stats ng glad mo?
Ano lang yun, 41, 30 nga lang crit rate, the damage yun eh.
Cople artifacts.
Oo, cope lang, oo.
Pwede palitan yun.
Palitan ko nga.
Pero,
ano eh. Pero ano naman, temporarily pwede pa naman siya mapakinabangan. After nun, siguro muna si Beidou. Namiss ko siya gamitin si Beidou eh. Build ko na si Beidou. Two-piece yung minawa ka, two-piece ano yung isa, yung plus 15% electro damage, diba? Tama?
Thundering Fury.
Thundering Fury.
Pwede ka rin mag 4-piece siya, no? Lagi ito. 4-piece emblem.
4-piece emblem kay Beidou?
Oh.
Pwede men, sigurado ka?
Pinagbabounce na kidlat? Nag-i-scale sa yan.
Sure ka pwede? Putang ina, hindi putang ina. May, yung mga kopya mo mga ibigay ko kay Beidou pala yun.
Counted Elemental Burst yung nagbabounce na kidlat sa ult niya.
Ooh. Yes.
Pero ako naka 2-piece ako na Glad tsaka Thundering Fury. Tatamad pa ako mag-emblem ulit eh. Tsaka
Ako
wala
may-
akong plano gawing emblem siya.
May naka-prepare ako na emblem sa... Ay, naka-prepare naman ako na emblem eh. So, electro damage. Meron din. Tanggalin ko muna kay Kitching. Ngayon si Kitching ko, hindi ko pa naman pinapalevel. Jump muna. Okay, sige. May ano kasi ako yung mga pinagpapalitan ko ng mga ano. Ng mga artifacts ni si Baal ko ngayon 56-100 lang eh, pero pwede na. Naghahanap ako ng mataas-taas na ano.
Pwede na yan.
Pwede ko siyang i-56-120 kaso mawawala ng magandang crit rate si ano. Si Ganyu.
Ay,
Si
wag.
Ganyu, kaya nga wag na lang mo. Yun na lang muna sa ano. Basta mapaabot ko lang ng 5150, masaya na ako dun eh.
Oh.
Hindi na ako nagde-demand pa ng ano pa, mataas pa sa ano, 150. Bonus sa akin yun.
Tsaka ER talaga ini-stack kay Baal eh.
Ang ER okay Baal, 287 ata.
87. Kahit nga 100 lang yun eh. Crit damage ni Baal mo eh. Malaki na yan eh. Basta mataas sa energy recharge mo.
Oh, 287 ano, nakaano ako kay Baal eh, ER Electro. Plus 116% na electro damage yung kay Baal ko eh. Maabot ng 120 basta after ng burst niya, 120 plus.
I have finished this batch. We can sell it when you like. Allons-y.
Uy. Inom muna ako ng moonshine ko. Moonshine.
Ina nyo, gubagad.
Si ano ko, si Shangling ko, wala pa akong mahanap, kaya copium pa lang yun, 4130 plus eh. Kasi wala akong mahanap na crit rate pa talaga na mataas-taas. Wala pa akong mga artifacts na may crit rate. Pero nakasakaya na so ibig sabihin kung mag-burst siya, abot ng 52 yun. Wish pang apply ko naman.
Kung magdadakatch ka sa kanya, pwede kahit nasa 40 something lang yung crit niya. Kasi yung burst mo naman, may dagdag crit rate at crit damage agad din eh.
Patapos na siya eh. Tapos ko na yung artifacts. Pinagto-2020 ko yung mga artifacts muna eh. Anyways, bago ko gawing tig 7 to 8 ang mga talent nun. Mag-ipon muna ako ng pera.
Faites attention. The time has come, yes? The new batch is prepared, and these buyers are worth impressing, yes? I have done my part. Now you must do yours. I have prepared something superior. Something that will bring them crawling back. And now you must let nothing stand in your way. Not even the revenue men.
Yeah.
So, on your
Quick
way.
swap team nga tayo.
Bon route.
Lapit lang.
Kinulang akong isang star doon sa floor 12. Visit yung ano, array.
Ay, yung mechanical array.
Kunat ng puta kayo na.
Mas mataas ata life nun kaysa sa ano no. Parang isa't kalahating magukenki ata yun eh.
2 something o 3 miss paras. Nasa 2
May
3
ano pa rin
million
ba siya,
yata buwan
may...
naman.
Yung floor 11 may corruption pa din. Subukan ko nga. Tinapos ako kagabi nung nag-usap kayo ni Arvin ng floor 10 eh. Subukan ko ngayon floor 11. Nag-iipon ako ngayon eh. Tawag dito, ang hirap, ano, nakakaumay mamag-mine para dun sa ano, pang-upgrade ng weapon.
Okay, naayaan ko lang sa expedition.
Ano na lang kasi, 200 plus na lang kasi yung ano ko para dun sa expedition ko eh. Pati mina, sinatsaga ko na. Para lang mapa-90 ko yung mga weapon. Tapos artifacts, ano na, tas after nun, tsaka na mag-ipon ng ano, mora pa talent books. Yung mga support ko, 777 ko lang, yung mga DPS ko, gawin ko 888.
Tuya ako dun sa ano, tawag dito. Sa floor 12, ano tawag dito? Konting-konti na lang, naglabas pa ng Alipore si Gago.
Ay puta.
Lapit boys. Farm ako ng mga Kijin mask para sa Dakach.
Hindi pa ba 90 ang ano mo? Dakach mo?
Hindi pa. Magpa-farm pa ako ng Kijin mask. Tsaka tawag dito, ano yun? Mga Spectre? Pucha. Putang mga Spectre yan.
Puta, may nakakasuya yan, Spectre. Nakakainis. Alam mo yung kapag lumulutang pa sila? Tapos wala kang...
Pagka pumunta sila sa may tubig, sa may dagat, puta.
So wala kang dalang catalyst o ano no? Bone no? Putang ina nyo talaga, hayop kayo.
Nadala ko na nga lang si Aya ka. Nadasal kong wag ka ako umangat pa.
Charge attack kay Aya ka no?
At least ka ako kay Aya kay ano, tawag dito, maabot kahit nasa tubig. May labang ka dun eh.
Chichi ko 45 130 crit rate damage sa saka physical yan, itangin na natutuwa ako gamitin eh. Okay.
Sana solid talaga Harbinger doon, tsaka Trailing Tales.
3 star no? Solid no?
Basta R5.
R5. Nagpaplano nga rin ako may ano yan eh. HP plus ano kung di ko alam ko. Yung ano ko yung thrilling tales ko ano eh. Mag-iipon nga ako ng mga ganyan eh, R5 ko. Plus crit damage. Plus di ba dapat ka at least HP at least 90%, di ko alam kung kayo nang ibibigay eh.
Sa mga quick swap na sword, KK, kaya ganda yun, swap kaya ako.
Ano magagawin ko dito? Kain pala ako.
Hindi ang linis ng combo ko. No? Kaso pala talaga the best na anime mo sa free Steam eh, no?
Kazwa, men. Actually, yan lang yung pinagsisihan ko, men, kung na hindi ko kinuha actually.
Ito ano eh, sinuwerte ako, 10 pull eh. Talo sa 50-50 una, si Dilok lumitaw eh. At 10 pull gan, kaso!
Kaya pag sigurado, hopefully, mag-rerun yan. Pag rerun yan, kukunin ko yan, men. 100% kukunin ko yan.
Ayos din kasi pagka pinlaunch mo yung frozen na kalaban, ano eh, shattered sila eh. Eh ang shatter, ano yun, sa EM nag-i-scale yan. Kaya malakas di shatter ni Kazo eh.
Diba, kahit hindi build up yung crit rate damage niya, diba? Mas mataas yung
EM lang. Stack mo EM. Tatlong EM.
Ano lang siya, sabihin natin na tig 99 lang yung ano niya, damage niya, pero putang ina, ang dami namang ano, numero. Kaya para ka na rin nag ano.
Hindi, yung damage ng swirl niya, kahit di ba kasi pagka-crit, tsaka malaki number, di ba?
Yes.
Yung reactions, maliliit lang yung, maliliit yung text. Pero kahit maliliit yung text, makikita mo, ang laki ng mga damage eh. 6k, ganon, 5k. Nag-ano pa yan, AOE pa yan. Kaya pag mas maraming kalaban, mas malakas ang ano mo. Nagpapasa ng damage yung kalaban. Dahil din sa anime buff talaga, ate. Lalo pang lumakas si Venti, sa si Sucrose. Si Sucrose, solid din talaga yan.
Solid. Sucrose ko ano yun, C6 Sucrose ko. Ang gano'n sa kanya, 999 triple EM. Pangit lang yung substats ng mga EM ko, pero pwede na, kung pwede ko na pagtsagaan.
Oo. Basta full EM lang rin.
Oo. Pangit yung substats and everything, pero goods na yun. Hindi ko pa siya na-fully yun, iti-20 ko pa mong artifact nun. Para, ano, sinasanay-sanay ko yung sa relig ko ngayon, pero kahit sa word lang, yung ano, wala ng shield. Hindi ako umasa sa shield. Sinasanay ko eh. Siya, si Xiangling, si Abet, saka si ano, dala ko si Baal.
Oras na mag-farm ng Spectre, putang ina.
Nakaumay talaga yan, putang ina.
Zakatsu. Gagamitin ko sana si Ningguang pangpatay na Spectre eh. Kaso ano eh, may mga Geo-Spectre kasi. Immune.
Kaya nga, putang ina. Ningguang no, ano? Yung tupis-tupis si Ningguang, di ba? Tama ba?
Dalawang archaic, dalawang noblesse. Ay, dalawang siminawang. Dalawang gan. Pagka mga tupis, di mo na, di gano'n ka-importante yung set, nila set bonus. Substats talaga importante.
Substat talaga, no? Kaya mas maganda talaga Shiminawa. Ako nga pala, may Shiminawa nga pala, maganda.
Unless ka ako na, talagang maganda yung 4-piece ng artifact hinabol mo. Pare, yung Severed Fate, ayun. Crimson Witch.
Grabe yung Severed Fate na artifact, no? Puta, pang all around eh. Sa mga support ko pwede sila lahat dun eh.
Karamihan ng supports, pwedeng Severed. Ay, nako, kapag na naman tayo sa Spectre.
Ang nakakatuwa nga sa Severed Fate, pag hindi mo alam mo na artifact gagamitin, pwede yun na lang ibigay mo eh. Para siyang ano, di ba? Para siyang ano, noblesse dati, di ba? Pang all around.
Ah, iniisip ko nga, ano eh, paano sila maglalabas ng bagong animo set na ano eh. Pwedeng lumaban sa ano eh, Viridescent. Kasi
Kaya nga, no,
Viridescent,
Gridescent, grabe talaga. Crack super duper talaga.
ang
Lalo
dagdag
yung
sword
core piece
damage,
niya.
tsaka ano, resistance shred eh. Sa Sinworld mo.
Para kay ano, Venti Sucrose, tsaka kay ano. Wala,
Yun na isa sa mga artifacts na ano, kahit di mo isipin substats, ang importante naka 4 piece ganun. Ang lakas kasi.
grabe, ang lakas. Kahit nga minsan yung
Papakaya-
ano lang eh, kahit di mo na, kahit di ka na mag-infuse ng element eh, yung damage na ng apat na yun minsan eh. Oh, puno na.
Hindi, kailangan pa rin mag-infuse
Oh,
talaga
siya
ng
kaya mo
element.
ba?
Yun.
Doon pala nag-effect yun.
Resistance shred.
Kasi, samahan mo pa ng ano no, pag tinamaan ng ano ni Zhongli.
Resistance shred pa nung Jeju.
Oo.
Excuse me. Sangonomiya. Dami nga ako na-unlock na ano eh. Load, ano, na party setups dahil kay Kokomi. Sa pang hydro na healer. Abis mag-apply ng hydro.
Pero mas efficient pa rin si Xingqiu sa kanya. Mag-apply ng hydro.
Hindi, pagdating sa damage, Xingqiu talaga. Pero si Kokomi, ano, abilis siya mag-ano ng hydro, may heal pa.
Yun lang eh, di ba? After ng burst, di ba? Ibigay niya yung ano, pagkatapos yung burst niya, ibigay niya yung ano niya, crit rate niya. Puta men. Maraming manghihingi ng rerun yan.
Lagyan na ng konting buff si Kokomi.
Oh. Kahit sabi na plus 30% crit rate after for 8 seconds after her burst. Tangin na gagamitin lahat yan ng mga nang nagda-damage showcase sa mga animal.
Solid din yung naka-millilit ano sa kasan. Millilit trailing tails. Talagang buff. Tapos yun yung ano. I-swap
Buff and
ano.
buff, nagpapatong-patong yung buff, no? Tangin na para kang naka ano. Para kang may Bennett without the Bennett.
Oh, parang may isa pang Bennett.
Oh.
Sipin mo, kung catalyst user si Bennett, naka-trailing tails.
Tangina, grabe yun. Hype sa kan. Yan
Hindi,
si
pero
Kokomi, di
tama
ba?
na. Ito kasi nakakailang rin pala kasi base attack nga pala ng special.
Inaapul ko si Shaya kaya wala akong ano, Kazuha. Pero putang ina, magkaroon lang talaga ng Kazuha ulit. Putang ina, shit.
Bumaba kayo, putang ina. Laking value no ano. Naka-millilit na Kokomi tsaka trailing tails. Parang Bennett eh, no? Sakto
Pa-
kasi sakto
Yes.
attack ko pagka naka tayo sa
Oo,
super
di ba?
Bennett.
Kasi ilang per, di ba? 40%, di ba? Yung ano, pag nag-swap ka. Para ka talagang may Bennett men sa Thrilling Tales pa lang. Para ka nang may ano, Bennett plus yung ano pa. Healer pa. Healer din si Bennett. Pareha sila may na-apply na ano.
Ako magiging damage buffer ka sa mga free scope talaga sa Kokomi.
Oh, yes. Hindi mo na kailangan hindi mo na kailangan umasa kay ano, 'di ba? Bennett, 'di ba?
Ano kasi sa fresh comp, ano eh. Di nga pwede lagay si Bella at mag-milk.
Oo.
Lapit ka dito, sir. Tokomi Piyong.
You know, I like to keep my ear to the ground, and not just when I'm passed out in the dirt. Well, I heard some other traders might have broken down on a delivery. I'd hate for them to get robbed out there. But, I mean, these things happen, right?
Tama ba yung nakita ko? 10 piso ang hampas niya kaya ka?
Oh, sa akin men, nagaganyan ako ano minsan. Ay, kasama mo si ano no? Si Kokomi.
Tokomi Kazo.
Ah, yes, oo. Ito pag makuha ko talaga yung timpla nung ano niya, yung sword niya, yung natutuwa talaga ako sa ano yun eh, kahit skill lang eh, nag-80k eh.
Yung sword? Ay, yung
Hindi.
splitter?
Oo. Yung timpla, yung below, di ba hindi puno yung energy na kapag ano ba yun? Ano ba yung dalawang option doon tapos nag-crit? Nagugulat nga ako ano eh, minsan eh.
Uy! Nabasa ko sarili kong tubig pa. Plato. Gagi. Kapar ko ngayon ako may tayuan. Super ni Rosario. Uy, gagi. Nakabos sa stamina si Aya ka.
Okay, don't ask me how I know this, but some of our fellow traders are having some transportation difficulties. Stranded at the mercy of brigands and outlaws. So we can play nice or we can play smart. You aren't very good at playing nice. That's what I like to see.
hinahabol. Habol kayo, mga tanga. Sa bilis kabayo ko sa inyo.
I'll hunt you down! Oh, shit! Go back to hell! Oh, shit. Go back to hell! If you untie me now, I won't come back to kill you!
This one's gonna be seeing the judge real soon. Alright, take your money.
Oops, makadingga lang.
Sige.
No, naglag sa bangin yung drops.
They ain't gonna bother people no more. Wanna see where this will get you?
Ay, na bang kwento? Ang kahit ko asawa walang Di kasalanan. Naman. Zakacho.
Tayo. Genshin.